Hello and welcome to the quick video on this thing here. This is the Vifly Cam Switcher. Now this is something that I'm really interested in. Vifly tends to come out with some really cool little products, and this is one that allows you to connect two cameras to your FPV transmitter so you can switch between them. It supports all of the usual protocols, so you can connect it and change it using an S-bus signal, PWM, but also iBus and DMSX. So if, for example, you are building a quadcopter and want to have another camera that maybe looks down, looks behind you, or maybe stuck on the side of the gimbal so you can check where the camera in the gimbal is pointing to, this is a really cute way to do it. And it's really cheap. It's less than £10. But in this video, I thought I'd very quickly show you how easy it is to use, because there isn't an awful lot that comes in the bag. So to get it to work is pretty straightforward. You just put it in between the VTX, the video transmitter on your model, and the camera that you've probably already got installed. And then you can plug the existing camera into camera 1 output, and then install the secondary camera, whatever that wants to be, into camera 2. And then all you have to do is connect it up to whatever signal to make it work. So here we have a pretty standard video transmitter camera setup. We can see it's looking out at one of my mugs, and what we're going to do is we're going to put the switcher in between everything. So this hopefully will show you how quick and easy this is to install. So what I'm going to need to do, I'm going to need a receiver, and here are the cables attached here. So I have two cables coming out of it for the two cameras, camera 1, camera 2. I've put a little adapter on here just so I can plug in from the camera, and I also have the S-bus in as well. Now if you look in the manual, you can decide what kind of protocol that you want to use, whether it's PWM, S-bus and whatnot, by soldering the connections at the top. By default it's going to expect S-bus, which is great. So I'm just going to plug the VTX into one side, and we're going to plug the two cameras in to the video outs 1 and 2. I'll just pop in a little bit of power into the X6R and then plug in the S-bus cable. Now what I've done, I'll show you in a second, is channel 7 in the S-bus signal is the one that's going to control the switching. So let me just power everything up and I'll show you how this works. So power the receiver. Oh, I'm just going to have to bind this. Let me just bind it for the demo. Come out of bind on the radio. That's going to be better. Probably should have done that before I set the video up. And what I'm going to do is flick this switch here on the corner of the Tronus radio is going to change the value of channel 7 between the high and low positions. So in the manual it's pretty clear about which is which. So if I just power up the video transmitter, it's going to default in the low signal position to the first camera, and then if I flick the switch it's going to go to the second camera. If I just remove the camera lens, there we are looking at a little Emax Baby Hawk. So as I flick the switch between the two, you can see how well it works and how nicely it works. So a couple of things only to be aware of this. Of course, both the cameras are powered all the time, so make sure that your video transmitter can cope with that, and also make sure that they're both set for PAL or NTSC, whatever standard that you'll use. You'll find that lots of DVRs won't like changing between PAL and NTSC mid-recording. So all I've done is just set up channel 7 on that switch, change the weight to 81 because the Tronus tends to overdrive the output, but with that setting on channel 7 it works absolutely brilliant. Last little word of caution, just be a little bit careful. If the channel defaults to the middle channel position exactly 1500, then it will not select either camera. So make sure that your fail-safe on the radio is set for whichever camera you want to be looking out of. That's probably going to be your principal camera pointing forward. So if you've been looking for a way to add a quick and easy second camera to your model, this is a great choice, whether you're using Ardu Pilot, iNav, or not using a flight controller at all. Thanks for watching the video and watching right to the very end. You can find me in all the usual places on social media, and if you like the video and like what I'm doing here, then hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification icon too. If you really like what I'm doing, you can go the extra mile and become one of my Patreons for access to me directly for support, and also giveaways and regular updates too. If you're looking for particular content, then check out the playlist. I organize all of my videos into playlists, so if you're looking for a particular topic, you can find everything here. If it's called Introduction To, it's designed to start very simply and build on that simple introduction to teach you all about it. If it's called For Beginners, then that is really aimed at people who are brand new to that part of the hobby. You can also search on YouTube for anything that you're interested in using the search function at the top. So iNav Painless 360 will find all of my videos and even the playlist around iNav. So thanks again for watching and happy flying.